Greetings, history enthusiasts, and welcome back to another enthralling episode of Chronicles of the Past. Today, we dive deeper into the annals of history to unravel the awe-inspiring journey of one of the most illustrious figures from the Mauryan Empire, Ashoka the Great. Join us as we unveil the remarkable tale of a ruler whose legacy echoes through the ages. Ashoka. Ashoka, also spelled Asoka, died 238 BCE, India, last major emperor of the Mauryan Dynasty of India. His vigorous patronage of Buddhism during his reign, c. 265 to 238 BCE, also given as c. 273 to 232 BCE, furthered the expansion of that religion throughout India. Following his successful but bloody conquest of the Kalinga country on the east coast, Ashoka renounced armed conquest and adopted a policy that he called conquest by Dharma, i.e., by principles of right life. In order to gain wide publicity for his teachings and his work, Ashoka made them known by means of oral announcements and by engravings on rocks and pillars at suitable sites. These inscriptions, the rock edicts and pillar edicts, example, the lion capital of the pillar found at Sarnath, which has become India's national emblem, mostly dated in various years of his reign, contain statements regarding his thoughts and actions and provide information on his life and acts. His utterances rang of frankness and sincerity. According to his own accounts, Ashoka conquered the Kalinga country, modern Orissa state, in the 8th year of his reign. The sufferings that the war inflicted on the defeated people moved him to such remorse that he renounced armed conquests. It was at this time that he came in touch with Buddhism and adopted it. Under its influence and prompted by his own dynamic temperament, he resolved to live according to, and preach, the Dharma and to serve his subjects and all humanity. Ashoka repeatedly declared that he understood Dharma to be the energetic practice of the socio-moral virtues of honesty, truthfulness, compassion, mercifulness, benevolence, non-violence, considerate behavior toward all, little sin and many good deeds, non-extravagance, non-acquisitiveness, and non-injury to animals. He spoke of no particular mode of religious creed or worship, nor of any philosophical doctrines. He spoke of Buddhism only to his co-religionists and not to others. Toward all religious sects he adopted a policy of respect and guaranteed them full freedom to live according to their own principles, but he also urged them to exert themselves for the increase of their inner worthiness. Moreover, he exhorted them to respect the creeds of others, praise the good points of others, and refrain from vehement adverse criticism of the viewpoints of others. To practice the Dharma actively, Ashoka went out on periodic tours preaching the Dharma to the rural people and relieving their sufferings. He ordered his high officials to do the same. In addition to attending to their normal duties, he exhorted administrative officers to be constantly aware of the joys and sorrows of the common folk and to be prompt and impartial in dispensing justice. A special class of high officers, designated Dharma ministers, was appointed to foster Dharma work by the public, relieve suffering wherever found, and look to the special needs of women, of people inhabiting outlying regions, of neighboring peoples, and of various religious communities. It was ordered that matters concerning public welfare were to be reported to him at all times. The only glory he sought, he said, was for having led his people along the path of Dharma. No doubts are left in the minds of readers of his inscriptions regarding his earnest zeal for serving his subjects. More success was attained in his work, he said, by reasoning with people than by issuing commands. Among his works of public utility were the founding of hospitals for people and animals, the planting of roadside trees and groves, the digging of wells, and the construction of watering sheds and rest houses. Orders were also issued for curbing public laxities and preventing cruelty to animals. With the death of Ashoka, the Mauryan Empire disintegrated and his work was discontinued. His memory survives for what he attempted to achieve and the high ideals he held before himself. Most enduring were Ashoka's services to Buddhism. He built a number of stupas, commemorative burial mounds, and monasteries and erected pillars on which he ordered inscribed his understanding of religious doctrines. He took strong measures to suppress schisms within the Sangha, the Buddhist religious community, and prescribed a course of scriptural studies for adherents. The Sinhalese chronicle Mahavamsa says that when the order decided to send preaching missions abroad, Ashoka helped them enthusiastically and sent his own son and daughter as missionaries to Sri Lanka. It is as a result of Ashoka's patronage that Buddhism, which until then was a small sect confined to particular localities, spread throughout India and subsequently beyond the frontiers of the country. A sample quotation that illustrates the spirit that guided Ashoka is, "All men are my children. As for my own children, I desire that they may be provided with all the welfare and happiness of this world and of the next, so do I desire for all men as well." And so, dear voyagers through time, we bid farewell to Ashoka the Great, a ruler whose legacy reminds us of the boundless potential for positive change within us all. If this journey through history has left you inspired and intrigued, don't forget to tap that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. As we conclude this chapter in the grand tapestry of the Mauryan Empire, remember that the echoes of Ashoka's reign still reverberate, guiding us toward a more enlightened and compassionate world.